Hey, so basically, I'm just gonna go right into it. This is the devlog. That's awesome. Blah blah blah. Okay, so what I've been doing, I was working on the inventory system, and I was having some trouble there, and I got stuck. And I'm in this limbo state where I'm trying to decide if the inventory system is a worth the investment and if I need it, right? And my thought process is that it's going to take a while to do it, but more so, I don't feel like my game has a solid foundation, right? And that's kind of worrying, especially this late into the thing. Well, not late, I guess it's more perspective wise, but um, dang, that is worrying. Anyways, I'm just trying to think of how to structure it so I can have something proper, and I'm gonna try and leave the whole inventory function thing and just try and get because the most bare function is two bare functions, right? The first one is that I want the teleportation thingy. That works great. Second thing is there should be a way to finish a level. So that means this should be you do need an inventory system because you need to pass something. Yeah, but do you need that? Okay, yeah. So I do need an inventory system. Okay. That was just me thinking through the process. I guess that's some devlogging right there. The thing I came into conclusion because if the first idea is teleportation between the two characters, not teleportation, but switching between two characters, the second idea is that there has to be something that's passing through them, so an inventory system is needed. Um, yeah, so I do have to work on this. Okay. Midterms are coming up, so that's a very fun stress to have in the back of my head and try and balance this as well. And project focus ending very soon. Whew, just another day being Dalu. Let's see. I think it's actually not that bad. It's kind of exciting in some sense because testing all your skills. I don't feel that stressed out yet, but we'll see. Okay, back to the game. Okay, so after following DevWorms tutorial for a while and nearly giving up, I now have a working inventory, so that's great. Just adjusting it. The quality is a bit mushy, so I'm just gonna get that done real quick. But yeah, a working inventory. Okay, so this is how my game usually looked, right? Let the thing start. Yeah, so you can see the black gray space, whatever. And I didn't really like doing this because it messes up the whole screen. Yeah, like that kind of, and it's like really small, right? And there's no problems. I could probably add a bigger background, but it just looked weird to me. However, I was going through some camera 2D stuff and I finally found the thing I wanted, which was the scaling effect. So I'm just give this a second. And I believe it was 3 I wanted to use. Okay, 3. I got this length, just make sure they're the same ratio. And then our same number, I guess. Start, and then boom, right? And now I can do this, full screen. And now you have this, which looks much better compared to, because you guys have to actually see the major difference. Because it was like the most annoying thing when playing the game. It's interesting. I thought, like, I almost thought about giving up the whole inventory thing a while, but like less than 30 minutes or 45 minutes ago now, I'm so happy I did, because following the same YouTuber, I was able to get this thingy, scrape it from the channel. Yeah, so this is how it looked with the full screen, which isn't the best, I guess. You could probably, it works in some sense where you could like make a really big background. But yeah. I set it to 3, and then that just makes me happy. And the inventory thing is working. I think I showed the inventory thing again, but I'll show it again. My mouse has gone on an adventure. Camera 2D. 3. I'll probably set up limits, but before I set the limits for the camera 2D, I want to actually make a map because the map isn't really anything right now. And then boom, and this is how I want the game to look. You have this, boop, and then I actually haven't gone to the other world in this a while. And you have this guy doing his thing. This looks so much better. Oh my goodness, this is just nice. Okay, yeah. So now I have the two stuff I was looking for in the game: the teleportation the switching characters thingy and the inventory system, right? So actually, before I go on, I want to check something. Let's check it together, I guess. So I'm curious if the inventory still stays after, what is it? Let's say like in World 1, right? Let's say I pick up a pitchfork, right? I pick up a pitchfork. It's in my inventory right now. Will it stay in World 2? It does. Okay, so that's perfect. Nothing needs to be done there. The only thing the problems I foresee encountering is essentially the health thing. So I basically have to create 2 different healths for each different character, and I have to change the skin based on the world. So that's gonna be fun. Okay. I've really taken more of a functionality approach rather than like a level. I don't know the exact terminology for it, but like instead of designing the levels and designing the functionality, I've decided to like get in the functionality first. It doesn't seem too bad now, especially having like the 2 major stuff I needed for my game. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with the approach. I do think it was less organized. Maybe a level design approach would work better, especially since you don't like just rely on one function. You can just probably replace it. But I'm really happy right now, so I'm gonna continue working. I think the next thing I want to do is maybe actually some level design. Now I have the actual functions, I think it might be the best time for level design, like actually designing the backgrounds and whatnot, especially having the Creative Cloud from FNN. So that will give me access to Photoshop, so I can do some pixel design there. However, the time is coming 9:30 and I have midterms coming up, so I think we might call this a devlog, and I'll do some mini logs here and there. But yeah, that was fun.